Namaste my friends, it's your boy Crypto Gurkha from my hometown here in Vienna, presenting the third season of Walk the Talk. It's been 4 long months, but we're finally here. In the third season, we were in Tel Aviv at the StarkWare sessions. In my opinion, the most important conference this year. For the first episode, we've got the chats from SpaceShard, Ivan and Eddie, or as I would also say, Space Chat. So what did we talk about? We're talking about the products, and they also gave me some juicy alpha. So guys, stay tuned, and here's the intro. So namaste guys, this is the first episode of Walk the Talk Season 3 here in Tel Aviv with my friends Ivan and Eddie from SpaceShard Labs. Hi, how are you guys?
Pretty good. Thanks for the invite.
Thank you very much for being here. So we're here at the venue of StarkWare sessions. And without further ado, I guess let's start the Walk the Talk.
Let's walk.
Yeah.
Let's go.
How have you been doing in Tel Aviv? How do you enjoy it so far?
It's amazing. Like the weather, we are in like what is now like 5th of February, and it's like summer basically. So it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I like the vibe on the conference and everything. It's such those early days of Ethereum. Like reminds me back in the day when I was working there. It's so much builders and so on. Everybody's talking about the real stuff, not the tokens and so on.
Yeah.
So it's really good. It's really good
Positivity,
vibe.
yeah.
Exactly.
Positivity, it's mind-blowing.
So yeah, before we go more in depth, who are you guys? So what are you working on?
Yeah, sure. So I can do short basically on my side. So back in the day when I joined the space, I work as Ethereum engineer, core dev basically in Solidity team in Ethereum Foundation. Started there, we work on a bunch of interesting stuff and so on. And one of the core focuses that I was exploring back then was something that's called Socrates, which is toolbox for ZK snarks on Ethereum. Back in the day it was some tech that will mature in 15-20 years, and 3 years later now we are here on StarkWare. It's working in production, and development and the radius is evolving. Is just amazing. So that's it. Ivan, do you want to do?
Yeah, just shortly about myself. I was a software engineer for maybe 7 or 8 years, working mostly in Web 2 companies, various technologies, but always crypto was always somewhere cryptocurrencies, blockchains, etc. And then almost a year ago, I finally made the full-time switch to then SpaceShard Labs, now evolved SpaceShard. So really happy to be here. My career is general view of everything is rejuvenated by joining the blockchain ecosystem. So
It's
yeah.
very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
The ecosystem is very enthusiastic. Blockchain generally.
Yes,
and
yes.
optimistic.
Yeah. The positivity, the mindset of people. Everyone is so supportive. When you offer help to someone, they offer it back. There's no ego. People really care about these things. That's really giving you back energy. Sometimes when you're tired, this really helps you push through, and then you see it all comes back. It's really something that you cannot experience if working in a regular company. That's for me is really one huge thing that I like. And everything is open source and stuff like that. Meeting nice people, really mind blowing.
Could you give us an introduction of SpaceShard Labs? And you also recently announced the Shard to SpaceShard. So what is that?
Yeah. Human sharding, so-called. So SpaceShard Labs basically was founded, when we work in Ethereum Foundation. So back in the day, one of the ideas was the guys in Ethereum asked me, "Oh, can you find more smart people?" Okay, if I'm smart, then maybe I can find similar to me. It was an internal joke, but that's how basically SpaceShard Labs was founded. We were part of Ethereum Foundation and so on. Then we started scaling. And one of the core focuses, me personally, Ivan, basically, we work full-time on that, is a focus on StarkWare ecosystem. And the team that's building on StarkWare ecosystem has evolved in the last year from being incubated from the start to the point that it's becoming its own company, that it's becoming one of the it's basically comparable to the Shard Labs itself. So basically that's why we are announcing as a separate company. We want to full focus on that, and basically I personally and Ivan are focusing basically 100% of that. We are moving from Shard Labs, basically, leaving that to the team that's building there as an EVM and so on. So we can say, because Shard Labs in its core is kind of a venture builder or incubation basically process, where we see like, this kind of new opportunity like that StarkWare is, like, we definitely want to focus on that and be basically focused on that. So that's the idea.
So full-time Starknet, more or less.
Absolutely, 120%.
Could you also briefly give us an explanation of your products? You've got a variety of them.
So we currently mostly focus on like product-wise. These products are not in a conventional sense like that we offer them to some customers, but basically our customers, quote unquote, are builders on Starknet that want to build on Starknet. So basically we work on DevNet, which is a local blockchain for developers to test and develop everything before deploying to testnet and mainnet. The other is Starknet.js. It's a JavaScript library to connect to Starknet, and a plugin for Hardhat, the popular SDK for building also on various blockchains. So those are the three, let's say, tools that we build. So the development tools, we can call them like that. And the fourth thing, which I'm also very excited about, is we also do, let's say, consulting to other companies that want to come over to Starknet. So they may be interested, they don't know how to maybe write smart contracts in Cairo, they're maybe used to Solidity, and we offer help and consultation and basically end-to-end, from idea to integration to deployment. We offer those kinds of services also. So
Cairo is
if you want to add something, Eddie,
you can share the alpha. Who is the?
Can I share the alpha?
Please, alpha. We like alpha here.
Just for him. So.
Okay, just for you. I think it's gonna be announced maybe in the sessions. But basically, one of the things that I'm very super proud of that we were working on most of the last year was actually Chainlink. So you probably heard about Chainlink,
yes,
and we actually helped them come over to Starknet. So they'll probably announce it during the StarkWare session. So that was like mind-blowingly amazing. Yeah, thank you, man. This was like really like working with them was such joy, and still like, okay, we still have some work to do, as you know, like Cairo 1 is coming, etc. So the job is not still finished, but the first phase is done, audits were successfully finished, and like it's deployed on testnet basically.
Okay.
But it's just not yet publicly announced. It will be soon. So
here at Gurkha, we love to have alpha, so thank you very much.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I think we are the first like external team that work with them, so with Chainlink. Or
I'm not sure if we are the first, but definitely, definitely the best. Like at least from feedback, like they really like we got really great feedback from them. Like, and they really I see, like we were basically like one team. Like that was really nice for us that we were not like some external. Contractor or something like that. We were really morphed into one team working on everything that was needed. So that was really a pleasant experience.
Gentlemen, we'll go to a park on the left just for information. Okay. By the way, also what I would like to know, besides thank you for the alpha, which I'm quite surprised that you announced them. It's a huge actually. You've also got another project you're working on in Lisbon, for example, at the hackathon, ABI Kenobi. What's that?
So the idea of Lisbon, we were part of the Hacker House, and the idea of the Hacker House was to contribute or think about some open source project that could benefit the community as a whole. And there were ideas before this. Namely by, also in Ethereum ecosystem and etc. Basically, to make typing easier in TypeScript for Cairo smart contracts. And there were some initiatives from before, but it never really took off. So we used this opportunity to build a small library. And we achieved, let's say, some beta functionality over at Lisbon. And now, after Lisbon, we actually managed to get some more contributors. It's pretty much in an okay state now. It can be used, so we are very proud of it. Like, it was more like, giving back to the community with, like a small library that is useful, open source, anyone can contribute it. It's we'll see. It still has to maybe evolve a little bit, but it's getting there. Yeah.
Okay. So I've got 2 last questions. What is maybe for you, Adi, what's the philosophy of SpaceShards now?
So build beyond limits, I think we're in a space of ZK that wasn't possible, quote unquote, when you talk with some other people like 3-4 years ago. Now we have this stuff, evolve and so on. And finally, we have an opportunity to scale Ethereum, to make it more democratized, to make it cheaper for normal users. And the ethos basically of SpaceShard is how do we bring 1 billion users to this kind of ecosystem? How do we enable better user experience? And that's basically our main focus. Not talking about blockchain or our blockchain is the best or our technology is the best, but user experience and adoption on that front, basically we want to achieve that and help basically that 1 billion users on Ethereum and Starknet basically as a scaling solution.
Following to that, my last question would be for you guys, why Starknet?
It's just amazing. Well, like me personally, I was following basically what the guys were doing because StarkWare got the grant from Ethereum Foundation back in the day, and Nelly was developing this from like 2012 was the first announcement. They're really OGs, and it takes a lot of effort and courage to start doing that back in the day as a theoretical thing, but now pushing it for decades because in the scientific community they weren't like supported for this. Actually the quite opposite, and they managed to push it, and now you have successful StarkX examples which run as a production grade environments with huge amount of users and TVL and so on, and now we have an opportunity to build a decentralized ecosystem around it. It's just a no-brainer, to be honest. So
as we learned today, they were already thinking about scalability before it was a thing, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, that's crucial, absolutely crucial. Like Ethereum suffered from this from the beginning, but I mean, other use cases were more like in focus back then, but now it's absolutely crucial. We have to continue solving it in order for the whole blockchain space to thrive. Just want to mention, like it's like we agreed, but it's not. It's complete coincidence that both of us are wearing the StarkWare socks. Yeah.
That's
So,
important. These are OG socks. Who knows how long they will exist?
Yeah.
I've got five pairs. So
Yeah. Yeah.
all right. Okay. Thank you. With that being said, that should be it. That was my question. Thank you for doing the walk the talk with me.
Thank you.
And congratulations once again.
Thank you for the invite.
I'll put in all the details and down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.